Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by ABC Quality and the South Carolina Department of Social Services. Well, guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. I'm so excited because today we have another ABC Quality Child Care Hero of the Month, Miss Charla Holmes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How did you feel whenever you found out that you won?
I was excited. I was low-key excited. I was in my classroom dancing with my kids when I found out.
Oh, that's the best. So where do you work and what do you do here?
So I work at Child Development Ministry, and I am a preschool teacher for the 2-year-old classroom.
And how long have you been here?
I've been here for about 9.5 years.
My goodness. Okay, what made you want to go into the field in the first place?
Well, my son has ADHD.
Okay.
And it's been a long, challenging road with him, and I decided, you know what? Dealing with him and having ADHD, I decided I wanted to get in this field.
So what are some lessons do you think you've learned over the years from the children?
Well, for one, each child is individual, and you have to treat them as such. And the beautiful smiles on their faces says it all.
And what's your favorite part of your job?
Favorite part is seeing the smiles on their faces, getting the warm hugs when they come in. I get the fist bumps, the handshakes, and everything that goes with it.
So what does a typical day look for you, like from the moment you wake up?
So a typical day, in the morning first, I got my music on. I have to have my music on to wake up and get me in the mood. So I have my music on, and then when I come here, I'm greeting all the kids, and some of them run up to me first and greet me first. Before I don't even see some of them coming, so that's surprising and unpredictable. But kids can be very unpredictable, but that's the fun part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's important for us to have quality childcare?
Well, quality childcare is very important and is very crucial to the development of young children. It is very necessary, and they need it to help them to grow and be better persons and to grow up and do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. How do you connect with your students and also their parents?
So connection, for the first thing, communication is very big for me. And each parent, I communicate with them not only through Brightwheel, but in physical also, and with social. And we also talk, and I connect in every way I can with them to keep them going and to keep them updated with the children in the classroom.
I'm sure there's a lot of hands-on moments too. Do you
There
like
is.
play and sing songs? What is that like?
We do lots of play, lots of imaginative play. We take lots of walks, nature walks. And when we take walks, I let them point out and show me and tell me things. And then if I don't know, I'm going to get on the radio or educate myself on it. And that way I can go back and tell them what it is, even if it's just a little bird or a worm. We'll learn from the, intentional teaching. So
Intentional teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think makes a great teacher?
So first, you have to have patience. There's no way you can do this job without patience, and you have to be everybody has to be very understanding, because everyone comes from different families and different backgrounds, so you have to be understanding to be able to communicate and do what you need to do with them.
And I can also imagine there's a lot of, great moments and a lot of challenges along the way too.
Oh, yes.
So what keeps you waking up every morning to do this?
These kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the kids. They keep me up, they keep me going, and they keep me coming in.
Well, it was so great chatting with you.
Thank
you
you.
so much, and congratulations
Thank
to you
you
again,
so much.
Charla.
Thank
Definitely. All right, guys, if you want to learn more information or if you want to nominate a teacher for yourself, you can go to abcquality.org/childcareheroes. All right. On behalf of the South Carolina Department of Social Services and ABC Quality, I present you, Miss Charla Holmes, with our Child Care Hero of the Month.
Thank
Congratulations!
You so much. Thank y'all.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by ABC Quality and the South Carolina Department of Social Services.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
All right, everyone. I have my friend Annette back in the studio today. We're going to talk about Plexiderm skincare. It's one of our favorite things to talk about.
It is absolutely my favorite thing to talk about. Thank God for Plexiderm. It really turns back the clock, makes you feel like your best self. So many people in my family use this product because it's simple, easy, and effective. And what we're looking at here are before and afters and the dramatic results you can expect to see when you use Plexiderm. Not only makes you look more refreshed, but it's a confidence booster, Katie, because let's face it, when you look good, you feel good. And this is Samantha. She started at a very young age with the puffiness, the dark circles. And this just goes to show you at the first signs of aging, you can benefit from using Plexiderm. It makes you look more refreshed, more youthful, like you had the best sleep of your life. Finally, a product that works as advertised.
I love it. And of course, it works on different areas of the face too. It's not just for the forehead or around the eyes. You can use it kind of everywhere.
Yes, everywhere, even the chin, mouth, and neck area. How many times have you seen somebody that you look at their face, it looks youthful, but the neck really ages us? The good news is Plexiderm works there too. I also have very sensitive skin. It has never bothered me once because they take silicates from this shale clay right there. And what it does is it creates an invisible layer that tightens and smooths the skin right before your eyes. If you've never used it, you need to watch it happen for the first time. And it is quick, easy, and lasts up to 10 hours as long as you don't get it wet.
And I know people are probably wondering how long it takes for the effects to happen, in your morning routine.
Yes, so you're gonna apply it on a clean, dry face. And again, you're gonna wait the full 10 minutes. That's how you get the maximum results. Even though with me, it always happens in under 5. Make sure your face is clean and dry. A little goes a long way, a pearl size amount. You're gonna apply it to the target areas. I use it for my dark circles, my deep set forehead lines, and then that's it. You can have some me time or take a before and after picture. It is unbelievable. I always call it my Plexiderm dance or the rise, Plexiderm and shine, because that's exactly what you do when you see these results happening.
And now guys need to listen up too, because this is not just for the ladies. Guys use Plexiderm all the time.
Absolutely. Guys love this product because it goes on clear, completely natural finish. They love it. And let's face it, they want to look good and feel good too. My husband uses it, my uncles, my dad. This product is for men and women.
All right. Well, I know people are probably wanting to know about the deals. Plexiderm always has a great deal going on. But what's going on right now?
Yes, we have a deal for the viewers. It's a 6-day, 6-application trial pack, $14.95, free shipping, 30-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident we are that you are going to love this product. Turn back the clock, look more youthful, and still look like yourself. That is the best part. And Katie, I have one little story I'd love to share. I have a friend that's in her 40s that has been taking care of her mom with dementia. She called me and said, Annette, will this work? I look like I've aged years. I said, of course it will. I told her how to use it. She called me back crying, saying, I feel back to my normal self. Because let's face it, when you look it on the outside, it makes you feel good on the inside. And that's exactly what Plexiderm does. And if you want to give it a try, all you have to do is call 1-800-975-8083, turn back the clock, and just shine with Plexiderm and boost your confidence.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Quadre Stuckey. We're talking about beautiful, beautiful artwork with a rich cultural heritage. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. I'm blessed. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me today.
We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, but first I want to get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
I want you to kind of walk me through your creative process when it comes to this.
So when it comes to my creative process with the artwork, I like to visualize what I'm going to do first in my mind, and then I like to, draw it and sketch it on the canvas. And then once I sketch it on the canvas, I like to add that paint to bring it to life.
And you have quite a history.
Yes.
Why did you get into art in the first place?
I would say art is like my God-given talent. It wasn't something I had to try hard with. It was something that would naturally come to me that just kind of flows easy. So I wanted to use that and share my gift with the world.
I would say that when you look at your art, I was taking a look at your portfolio, and
Yes.
a lot of it is so striking.
Yes.
You have such a unique look.
Yes.
How would you describe your art, though?
I mean, I would describe my art as kind of like a mixture between like contemporary pop art and then low country Gullah lifestyle series. That's what I say, because that's our history and rich culture in Charleston, South Carolina, where I'm from. So it's about that Gullah lifestyle, maintaining the culture and the heritage. So I'm just telling the story through my artwork.
Why is that important to you?
I feel like it's important because if you don't tell your own stories, somebody else will tell your story and control your narrative. So it's better for you to keep your own history and pass it down to the generations to come, like your grandkids, your great-grandkids, and your children, to let them know where they came from and what you did to make it here where you're at today.
And how does it feel whenever people see your art for the first time?
It feels amazing because, with artwork, it speaks to everybody different. You know what I'm saying? People get happy, people get excited, people get, filled with joy. So, I mean, me inside, that's just a good, heartwarming feeling that I feel every time that people see it, experience it, and then they just love it and fall in love with it.
And what would you say is the toughest part of the process for you?
The toughest part of the process was, I'd probably say, selling it, because, these are like my kids, and then somebody wants to buy it, you gotta let it go and then not look back. But, at the same time, I could just paint another one.
And speaking of, if someone is interested in purchasing your art or taking a look,
Yes.
How can they do that?
Well, they could go online to my website, www.quaddesigns.net, or they could go onto my nonprofit site, www.GullaGeeChee.FamilyFoundation.com, purchase the artwork.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Quadre. I appreciate you visiting me today.
Definitely.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I have an author in the studio, John. Thank you so much for being here with me
Thanks
today.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, let's get right into it. You wrote this book called Visited Mom Today, and it's about your own personal experience with your mother, amongst other stories. Tell me all about it.
Sure. So my mother was diagnosed about 16 years ago with Alzheimer's, and for 13 of those years, she was in a memory care unit. And so the last 8 years, she also was nonverbal. And so I would take her to different areas in the nursing home, and I would have her sit with other residents, and I would talk to them. And these are a collection of the stories of the sweet, poignant, funny stories that some of the residents and I had.
I feel like that's something you don't see very often when we're talking about this terrible disease. Are good, fun moments too. So do you have anything that sticks out from the book, maybe?
Well, first of all, that is exactly right. I think there's so much out there about the science, and there's so much out there about the symptoms and what to look for, but there's really not a human side to Alzheimer's or dementia, so I think that's sort of where that fits. There was one woman that really sticks out for me. She was a nurse in her real life, and when she became a resident at the nursing home in the memory care unit, she thought she was working as a nurse. So she would greet me every time I came at the elevator and tell me how my mother was doing that day, and then would take me, down the hall to check in, and she was just in her element. And really the key to having these discussions is really you have to step into their world because they can no longer step into ours.
That's such a good point. Well, how long did it take for you to write the book?
It was over a period of the 8 years. And what I did was, these were Facebook posts that I did. And so they really started out as just posts for my friends to read and hear what was happening with my mother, and these kind of funny, sweet stories. And over time, people said, you have so many of these, you should be putting them in a book or a collection. And that's really what made me do the book.
I love when there's stories like that where the stories are so good you have to write a book about it,
Right. Exactly.
Well, I know somebody watching right now is going to want to know where they can find this.
Sure.
Where can they find the book?
You can get the book right now on Amazon, and you can just search for Visited Mom Today, and it should come right up.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Hey guys, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Today I'm in North Myrtle Beach at Centerwell and I'm joined by Kay Jan Antonio. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Great.
We are at Centerwell Senior Primary Care. This is a new location. I want you to tell me all about Centerwell and what you guys are all about.
So Centerwell is a senior-focused primary care doctor's office. Centerwell is typically for patients 65 and older. We use a team-based focus on healthcare with board-certified physicians and care team. We are Medicare friendly. We accept original Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans, and we're happy to check anyone's coverage.
Perfect. Okay, can you maybe break down Centerwell for me and what that means?
Yes, so Centerwell it conveys how we care for our patients. Patients are the center of their care. We focus on their physical, social, emotional health because those are all connected. And patients at Centerwell are surrounded by an integrated care team.
Love it. Okay, so break down some of the people that work here. It's quite a big team.
Yes, so everyone here is trained to care for seniors. Every center has a care team that consists of a physician, nurse practitioner, medical assistants. Patients have access to behavioral health specialists, nurse care coordinator, clinical pharmacist.
Wow.
Yes, and this team is there to care for every patient.
Yeah, and it's kind of different when you're caring for seniors, right?
Yes, so seniors, like I said, everyone here is trained to care for seniors. Seniors often have more health problems. They often have more chronic conditions, and sometimes they're very complex conditions. We have longer appointment times, so we're able to spend time with the patients so that they can have all their questions answered and feel more confident in their care plan. And doctors and the nurse practitioners can spend more time with the patients.
Yeah, talk to me about what senior-based primary care is and what that whole model is all about.
So senior-based primary care is longer appointment times. Patients can have their questions answered. We can spend as much time as we need with them. It really focuses on seniors. We have Centerwell referral specialists and care coordinators who can help seniors to navigate the healthcare and appointment systems. And we have convenient locations and shorter wait times.
And again, it's different whenever you're caring for seniors than other patients, right?
Yes, absolutely, because senior patients have more chronic conditions. They can potentially be more complex health issues. Because we have those longer appointment times, we're able to spend time to answer all those questions and address all those issues. The doctors and nurse practitioners can spend as much time as they need with these issues.
All right, so what would you say is your favorite part of your job?
So certainly spending time with seniors. I love taking care of seniors. I love having that relationship with them and being able to help them with their health issues and get them to a better place with their health. And here at Centerwell, we're able to spend the time to really address those issues.
Definitely. So I'm sure there are people watching that are thinking, are you guys accepting new patients and how does that process work?
Absolutely. We're accepting new patients. We accept original Medicare and we accept Medicare Advantage plans. Perfect. And patients can call and have their coverage checked over the phone. Interested seniors can stop by or they can call.
So you guys are located right here in North Myrtle Beach, right?
Yes, at 240 Highway 17 North.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Centerwell Senior Primary Care.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.